Bavier, who played the infamous Aunt B on the Andy Griffith Show. If you're not aware, Andy Griffith was a real life person who was from North Carolina, but he had a show back in the 60s called the Andy Griffith Show, and Aunt B played, of course, his aunt as well as his caretaker for him and his son Opie. The show ended, I believe, in the 1960, 65, somewhere around there. As you can see, she passed away in 1989, just a few days shy of her 87th birthday. And she was not originally from Siler City. She was originally from New York, but after the Andy Griffith Show and the fame of the Andy Griffith Show, she wanted to relocate her roots to North Carolina. So she settled in Siler City, and we are only a short distance away from where she lives, so I'll show you guys that later. But yeah, I just wanted to come to the grave, pay my respects, show you all basically what it looked like. It's a big tombstone here. There's only maybe one other one or maybe two other ones that are just as high, but I think that it's very well preserved, especially since she died in 1989. I was only one maybe at the time when she passed away. But she died a while ago, so in 1989. And as you can see here, and I'll give some close-ups as well, people have come to pay their respects, and they have placed pickle jars at her tombstone because in season 2, episode 11, she was famous for her pickles. Not in a good way, but in a negative way because they taste like kerosene. So to pay their respects, people have dropped off pickles here, and there's actually some relish over here. But you can see that they've been here for a while. So when people come, they'll replenish them. And then there's also some rocks with names on it. There's some jewelry. And then there's also a cat, a porcelain cat down here as well. I guess if you didn't know, Ms. Bavier was a big fan of cats. In the house that I'm going to show you later on, it was rumored that she lived there with several cats, many cats. She was not married, nor did she have children, so her cats were her prized possession. And then I've read that you can see them roaming around in the neighborhood, and even now, although it's been many decades later, you can still see stray cats roaming around, and they may be the offspring of cats that actually lived at Miss Bavier's home. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys what the grave looks like, and then we're gonna head to see what her house is. Hey guys, so this is her house. We were only a mile away, but yeah, this is what it looks like. We are still in the heart of Siler City, again only a mile or so away from where she is buried. It's a pretty nice house, and it's actually a really nice neighborhood as well. I just passed by some of the neighbors, and they're really friendly. They wave, but it's a nice house, very well preserved. And it's actually on the market now. It's pending a sale. You can see the for sale sign here, but it's actually pending a sale. So I'll go ahead and insert some of the pictures of what it looks like on the inside. But yeah, it's a really nice house. I believe it's 5 or so bedrooms, and it's over an acre of land. I know it's pretty big on the outside, and it looked great on the inside. But yeah, this is where she lived by herself. Again, no kids, no husband, but just a ton of cats. But I can only imagine what it looked like back in the 80s, or back in the 70s, whenever she bought the house and purchased it, what it looked like, and what the feel of it was like, being a single woman with no children in a house so big. But then also being in a small town, especially when you've moved from a big city like New York, and then you come to Siler City, which is very small town in North Carolina. What that must have felt like. Was it happy times? Was it sad times? I would just want to know, just to ask questions and just see where she was in her space, especially after the ending of the Andy Griffith Show, and what it was like being Frances Bavier, Aunt B, living in Siler City. No more cameras, no more lights, just being, who you are. But yeah. So I thank you guys so much for tuning in, and as always, I will see you in my next video.